Welcome back to the Daily Mastermind. My name is George Wright III. I'm your host. For those of you that are the first time listening to the podcast, let me tell you a little bit about what we're about here. Every day I try to get on and give you a little bit more inspiration, motivation, and education in order to help you take your life to the next level. Most of the people listening to this podcast are entrepreneurs, investors, individuals just looking to take their life to the best version of themselves and to the life that they were meant to live. And so I like to do that by giving messages that align with my core values, my core focus in life, which is personal development, financial education, and business. I love personal development because I believe your mind, body, and spirit is really the foundation for what you're going to build a great life on. My whole life I've been studying personal development. I've had the opportunity to work with some of the greatest mentors out there, and I've learned so many different things that I've been able to try and use and apply in my life, and those are just the ideas that I like to provide you with in the personal development space. In the financial education space, that's really been my primary focus of my businesses over the last little while, and that is learning to, earn, invest, protect, all of the information that you will not normally learn in education, traditional education. So that might be real estate, stock investing, business development. It might be areas where you can learn to drastically reduce your taxes, increase your bulletproof, protection of your wealth and your assets. But financial education, I believe, is a key to building a great life because obviously it boils down to having the ability to support yourself, the ones you love, the ones around you, as well as build a lifestyle that you love. And if you can do that with gratitude and sincerity, humility, and appreciation for what you have along the way, then you realize it's not a destination, it's a journey. So that's why I think financial education is so important. And then finally, business. Look, I'm an entrepreneur at heart. I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. I've started, run, owned, built many businesses in the personal space, the education space, tangible goods. I've had various companies from, t-shirts and hard goods and health and fitness to all kinds of areas of professional development and consulting. But my focus has been marketing primarily. So when it comes to business, that's my focus. So with this podcast, the Daily Mastermind, giving you inspiration, motivation, and education every day in these areas of personal development, financial education, and business are really what I'm passionate about. I don't do this for money. I don't take on sponsors. I don't have products that I've been marketing to individuals through the podcast. This is done strictly so that I can, for me and my life, as well as those around me, influence them in the best way that I can. So today, I don't have a specific topic, but I do want to hit you with an idea. And the idea is today's a great day for you to put a win up on the board and to check that box in the win column of your life. Every day is a great day, but every day is a new day for you to be able to do that. And I think the best way that you can do this is not to overthink the process, but basically do what it takes. Do something today that moves you one step closer towards your goal. It might be small, it might be large, it might be something that you're putting off, it might be something that you can do and you should do, but you have to push through some fear. It might be a small step outside your comfort zone, but whatever it is, I want you to do whatever you can today to put a win up on the board and put a win up on the board for yourself. Because as you go into the weekend, which most entrepreneurs and driven individuals don't necessarily have a weekend where they, clock out. But the bottom line is this: you have the opportunity today to take one more step closer to your goal. And the way you're going to do that simply is to go in with the right mindset and then just take action. And the right mindset, I feel like I've done everything I can to kind of set you up with, because over the past 20 years, I've worked with some of the best thought leaders, celebrities, expert business owners, seven-figure mindset individuals that have been around. And I really have been able to pull together what I felt, for at least in my life, were the best principles and teachings and strategies that they had. And that's how and why I created the 12 prosperity pillars. So some of you may have seen the Prosperity Pillars poster that I created. I created that. I built that strictly because I wanted to be able to have something that every day reminded me of the mindset I wanted, the values that I had, what I wanted to live my life by, what I wanted to aspire to be, and in a format that I could see all the time and that I could use as a daily affirmation. So let's go through those real quick with you if you're familiar with them, and even if you're not. The point is repetition on a daily basis is what you need. The battle in your mind is happening every single day, and in order to win the battle of your mind, you have to work on it every single day. You've got to set those daily rituals up. And one of those that I have is I have a poster right in front of me, right on my desk, in front of me, downstairs, everywhere that I am. I've got this Prosperity Pillars poster, and I do this to remind me and to basically program my mind for the most successful principles that I've learned out there. So let's go through them real quickly here. Number one, I create my life. I create my life. You need to realize, understand, accept, and decide that you create your life. You're the creator of your life. Then I take personal responsibility. One of the biggest challenges we have today, especially with all the negativity going around, is that we like to put off blame. We like to, just indirectly or maybe subconsciously, we become the victim in too many areas. And so you need to say to yourself, I take personal responsibility. I create my life and I take personal responsibility. Then I act in spite of my mood. I act in spite of my mood. That prosperity pillar is key because we all wake up tired. We all have bad days. We all have things come up and move forward. But if you're going to create the best version of yourself and the best life possible, you have to act in spite of your mood, because it's when you don't feel like doing it that separates you from everyone else. The next prosperity pillar is I surround myself with positive people. Now, this is not just something that I believe in, but I know it's something that can help you. And it can help you because it can help you to get that belief transference, and it can help you to keep that positive attitude. So I surround myself with positive people. That's a key. The next prosperity pillar is I focus on solutions. You've got to have that abundant mindset. You've got to be a solution-focused individual and not focus on the problem. Focusing on the problem and starting with the problem is never going to get you the solutions that you want to have. The next prosperity pillar is I create an attitude of abundance. I create an attitude of abundance. It doesn't just say I think abundantly. It says I create it. I create an attitude of abundance means you are going to believe in the possibilities. You are going to start from a place of positivity, excuse me, and you're going to do everything you can to create that abundant mindset, because most of us, unfortunately, operate in a scarcity mindset. We believe what could go wrong, what could happen, I'm not good enough, I don't have the confidence. And it's simply a decision to choose that you're going to create an attitude of abundance in your life. The next prosperity pillar is I choose to be happy. And this is a topic that is just so hard for many of us. We try so hard to be happy, to find happiness, to be fulfilled, to find fulfillment. But we just need to choose happiness. When you choose happiness, you're starting from a place of a solution in your life. You're creating an abundant mindset, and choosing happiness absolutely will get you where you need to be. The next prosperity pillar is I always think win-win. When you think win-win, then you will come up with amazing strategies to take your life to the next level. There's always a way, there's always opportunity, but if you don't begin with that type of an attitude, then you're not going to find it, and you're always going to be giving to get or getting to give. And so I think that you need to do everything you can in your life to think win-win. The next prosperity pillar is I am committed to lifelong learning. The only way we're going to get to another level in our life is to get past where we currently are, and that takes education, it takes thoughts, it takes building and developing and growing, because when we're growing, then we're going to be more fulfilled, we're going to be more, we're just going to be more successful and feel more prosperous in our life. And so I am committed to lifelong learning is a real key. The next prosperity pillar is really the foundation of all of it, and that is I create daily rituals. I told you I use this poster and these affirmations because by going through them every day, I remind myself, I reset the benchmark, I reset the day, I keep the positivity flowing, and creating daily rituals will help you take over when your motivation goes out, because the more daily rituals you have, the more habits you'll establish, successful habits, and the more successful you'll be. And so that's I create daily rituals. Now, the next prosperity pillar is I attract success. I attract success. So many of us are chasing success, and that's not bad. It's not bad to actually, grind and work hard and pursue your dreams, but you have to take action and allow space for attraction. You can't force things. You've got to allow and attract that success into your life. You've got to be able to set up your being. It's like my favorite quote by Jim Rohn. Success is not to be pursued. It is to be attracted by the person that I become. And so the combination of working hard and allowing attraction into your life for success will be the recipe for your success. And then finally, the last prosperity pillar is I visualize and manifest my life. We talk so many times about finding a life, creating a life, visualizing a life, determining what you want in life, because most people don't even start with what do you want your life to be like? What do you want? What do you want to accomplish? So ask yourself that today. What do I want to do? What can I do to go one step closer to my goal? What can I do to put a win up on the board today? Well, you can start with the 12 prosperity pillars. I create my life. I take personal responsibility. I act in spite of my mood. I surround myself with positive people. I focus on solutions. I create an attitude of abundance. I choose to be happy. I always think win-win. I'm committed to lifelong learning. I create daily rituals. I attract success. And I visualize and manifest my life. I believe that if you'll start with those foundational pillars, and if you go in with the right attitude and you don't overthink it, you just find some small area to get closer to your goal, then at the end of the day, you will have won the day. And when you win the day and you add up enough of those wins, you are going to create the life that you were meant to live. That's my message for today. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Send me some feedback. Share this podcast and download the Daily Mastermind mobile app. Get those quotes every day. Get those inspirations and those ebooks and audiobooks and all the free resources in there. I hope they'll help you. I've spent time on that in order to help you on a day-to-day basis win the battle of your mind. And I really do believe it's never too late to start creating the life that you were meant to live. Once again, this is George Wright III, and this has been the Daily Mastermind. We'll talk with you soon.